It's been more than a year since Kunitsu Gami launched, so why aren't more people talking about it now that it's been a year? Let's talk about some of the things about the game, some of the things I experienced way back when it first released and I played it. So, Kunitsu Gami launched with great reviews but very low hype. But it received almost no marketing despite it being like the first original IP I felt from a big gaming company in a very long time. The gameplay was unique, it was a mix of tower defense, action, Japanese folklore, and it really wasn't like anything else in mainstream gaming. It was such a unique concept in the sense that I think the last time I played something somewhat similar was like XCOM Enforcer way back in the day. This is going back more than 20 years ago. But I think probably because at the time it released in a crowded window and lots of people missed it, despite people like Middle Age Gaming doing videos about how to play it. There was one particular boss I remember I did a video and people found that very useful. And I think players just missed the game. What's happened over the last year? Capcom has quietly kept updating the game with balance patches, UI improvements, and quality of life changes. Some streamers have rediscovered this game and they've made videos about it, put it into the underrated games of 2024 trend. Steam recent reviews have turned very positive and the community basically said, why didn't more people play this? And that's a very good question that we'll talk about towards the end of the video. So what is it like to play in 2025? The gameplay feels smoother, faster, and more balanced. I know when the game initially came out, it was pretty difficult. I was talking about this last night with my friend Hans, where we love games that have this steady elliptical curve of difficulty. And Kunitsu Gami felt like some missions were like, oh wow, this is wonderful, very cool, it's fun, it's difficult, but it's doable. And then there were some missions where, which is why I made it to the third to last mission of the game, because you're making your way up the mountain, and I couldn't do it. I was like, okay, this is no longer fun anymore, and I hate hitting that wall. And then I'm at an age where, and I think a lot of older gamers can agree with me, that you don't have to finish a game, right? You can just play a game. I'm saying, like, I've got my 20 hours or 30 hours or 10 hours out of a game, okay? So coming back to it, the pacing is faster, the difficulty spikes are more manageable, the defense system now rewards planning instead of punishing experimentation. If you skip this in 2024, now, I think the Black Friday sale is already over, but stay tuned for Steam's winter sale, that might be the time to pick it up. It's become a cult classic, sort of the way Dragon's Dogma or Nier Automata slowly found their audience. It's not a 100-hour game, it's probably anywhere from a 20 to 35-hour game. Very stylish, unique action strategy. They did release some additional content, I will say this much, towards the middle of this year, which sort of gives you like an endless horde mode that can be fun. I loved Batman's 1 vs 100 challenge, and I think it was Batman Arkham City? Or Arkham Knight? Not Arkham Knight, it was Arkham City. I think it was the number 2 game anyway. And that was a really cool mode, and some people love those endless horde modes. It's also a great place to make content, to be honest. So if you're someone who's not sure about this game, it runs really well, right? It'll probably run really well on a Steam Deck, albeit with low settings, but with some of the more powerful handhelds like a Switch 2. I know there's a Switch 2 version of this game, so definitely keep an eye out for that. That's a great place to play this given the Switch 2's power. But yeah, if you love underrated games and action games, let us know in the comments. Should Kunitsu Gami get a sequel? I really hope it does. And don't forget to subscribe for more RPG news every single Tuesday.